I guess, yeah, 9-1 in the regular season. They made a. I was looking at scorebook live, so y'all ended up with 10. Was it 10-2?
We were 9-2.
Nine
Nine
and
and two.
two. So
Yep.
you only okay. That's what it was. So y'all lost to Desert in the
Desert.
playoffs, 36-58 at home. It was a tough game. A lot of people had y'all penciled to win that one. Talk to me a little bit about how the season ended.
Yeah, man. At the end of the season, we in the box didn't match up the best in the world. They ran the football on us really, really well. We struggled to stop them. One of our big emphasis in the offseason this year has been getting stronger, getting
Yes,
stronger,
sir.
getting stronger. Our two losses last year, Mount Ida, Desart, and they
Hmm.
kind of ran the football down us. We took it personal this offseason.
Yeah.
It was a tough end of the year. Graduated some pretty good seniors, a lot of offensive production. Uh, so it wasn't the season it wasn't the end of the season that we
Right.
hoped for, but you're never gonna bat an eye at 9-2. So
That's exactly right. Yeah, still very impressive and a lot to be proud of. You lost to two of the, two teams that were right there at the end,
oh yeah.
with everybody. Two program rich teams. Of course y'all are real familiar with both of them. This season you got a pretty good slate ahead of you. Um, non-conference here. Looks like you've got some early game. Is Conway Christian out of the conference now? Did they move that out? Or
Yes, they're no
so you
longer in our conference.
so you got Yellville Summit, then Conway Christian, and then Danville, September 11th. Talk to me about non-conference before you get into conference play.
Yeah, so Yellville, Summit, Conway Christian, Danville, and Paris, those are our four non-conference
Okay.
teams that we're gonna play this year. Uh, you know, Familiar foes. We played Yellville the last I know we had them last year, year before that. Been on a couple cycles for them, so we're pretty familiar with what they do.
Yes, sir.
Conway Christian's been in our conference for as long as
Oh yeah.
long as I can remember since I've been here. Anyways, even when I was in school, we played against Conway Christian, Danville. We have them back on the schedule this year. Looking forward to that matchup. And then the unfamiliar one on there is going to be Paris.
Right.
Get to go there. Our former head coach Trevor Cooper is now the head coach
Hmm.
over there, so kids are excited for that one.
Right.
Uh, Pretty good non-conference slate before we roll into conference play.
So on this year's team, would you say you got more defensive starters back than offensive starters, or
Yes.
you kind of okay?
Yeah.
Well, Paris got really good quarterback coming back, so you're going to be tested there in that last non-conference game for sure. Um, Danville, with Coach Crane back at the helm now, kind of rolling. I think they're right there where they're
Oh,
ready to start
absolutely.
improving, and
Absolutely.
you've already seen it some, and that's going to continue to come forward. Conway Christian's always tough. Y'all have had some epic games with them over the
Hmm.
years. It's odd playing them that early. That's usually one of your
Yeah,
last
for
games of
sure.
the season. And then of course, like you said, you're real familiar with Yellville. Conference wise, you start out on the road at Mountain Pine, and you got Magnet Cove at home, a couple away. Mount Ida, always tough. Mountainburg last year. Talk to me about that game a little bit. 44-41 win. That was a pivotal one to
Oh,
kind of set you up for conference there.
absolutely, man. We came out very slow in that game, got down. I want to say we were down 28 at one point, maybe
Wow,
at half or coming out of half.
incredible.
We came out slow. Of course, they had a little bit different personnel in the game than we anticipated going in. Got after them at halftime. We came out, man, played great defensive football in the second half, and when two sides of the same coin. One starts playing good, the other picks up, man. And, it's something that I think is just instilled in our kids. We never quit. No
Yes,
matter
sir.
who we're playing, no matter what the scoreboard is, man, we're going to give you 4 quarters to fight.
Oh yeah,
No matter what, and man, and that's what it was. It was grit. If I could give you
yeah.
one word that or why we came back and won that game, it was grit.
I think a lot of people around the state they may not if they're not familiar with Hector, if they're not from this area, if their school hasn't played you a lot, they don't realize it. But Hector's definitely a blue collar town,
Hmm.
and y'all got lots of pride in your school. Everybody shows up. The town shuts down. It's one of those types of towns, and Hector's always been that way.
Hmm.
Going back, my brother was playing against them in the '80s from Dover. So I mean, I'm very familiar. Been to a lot of Hector games over the years, and that's always been there. That toughness, that grit. Talk to me about this year's team. You replace a 2,000 yard back and a guy like Lucas Baker that was all everything last year, and y'all are gonna miss him. But who's some of the guys that are gonna fill those roles?
Yeah, absolutely, man. We brought in a new offense coordinator this year, Ben Stang. He's been around
Oh
a
yeah,
couple places through here. He's bringing in. We are going to be a little bit different offensively this year, going to the unbalanced single wing. We've got three backs that I think are going to have a pretty good year this year. We've got Caden Manrique is going to be a senior coming back. You're going to get to talk to him here in just a little
mm,
bit. He was a part of that real good offensive production we had last year at a little bit of a slot back. He's going to get the ball in his hands a lot more in a lot of different ways this year. We've got a sophomore coming into this year, Hudson McAllister. He is an explosive athlete.
Yes, sir.
He's going to handle our tailback role. Gavin Lusk comes back. He was back up to Lucas last year. He got
Hmm.
some good touches late in games last year. Man, he's a hard downhill runner. Up front, we bring back three starters, but four guys that played significant minutes. We had
Hmm.
another guy that was kind of in and out there. Those guys had a great off season. Got a whole lot stronger. So I'm looking forward to that, man. We're gonna lean on him this year. We got Braxton Knowles coming back. He's gonna play more of a tight end spot for us this year. He played a little tight end for us and X receiver at times last year.
Hmm.
But that kid is blown up, man. I mean,
Yes, sir.
he's a good looking kid. So we've got pieces coming back offensively. It's just we're gonna be different. It's a new look Wildcats, that's for sure.
Yes, sir. Well, talk to me a little about this new offense. You've been in the spread for several years now, going to an unbalanced single wing, you
Mm-hmm.
like to call it. So tell me a little bit about what Coach Stang and what y'all are looking at with that and how it's coming along so far through spring and early summer.
Yeah, man. My big thing going into the off season was we're gonna have to lean on running the football. We're in a conference that, man, you got to be able to run the football and you got to be able to stop the run. And with our personnel that we had coming back, we graduate two receivers from last year. We graduate Lucas. We graduate our quarterback.
Right.
We're looking at it, and I felt like we were going to have to be in a run heavy offense. In the unbalanced single wing, we're still going to be in the gun. We're still going to have some spread
Hmm.
principles, still going to be able to spread you out a little bit, man. But we are focused on running the daggum football at you.
Right.
We're going to be simple, uh,
More
but we're going
misdirection.
to get after it.
Yes,
So,
sir.
we're definitely looking forward to it. I think it fits us, and I really think that it's going to surprise people this year.
Yes, sir. Who are you looking at quarterback right now? Who's kind of getting that role, or you got a battle there?
Yeah, so in our system, we have, our quarterback responsibilities are split between our tailback and our fullback.
Hmm.
Hudson McAllister is going to call the cadence. He's
I
going to
got you.
call. He's going to set the huddle. Gavin Lusk and him, they both will share some quarterback responsibilities. Even Caden Manrique at times.
Right.
So it's kind of that three-headed horse there.
That's
But
what we
I think
talked about.
all
Right.
all three of them guys are going to have a lot of success this year.
Dover's been running that a little bit, and I know Coach Sting coming over from there, been there the last couple of years at least. Um, brings some familiarity with that. So I know he had I can't think of his name right now, but I was gonna bring him up, but they definitely ran that. Single wing. You're basically just you're trying to get the plus game in the
Hmm.
box. With that extra running back is your blocker, kind of just taking the quarterback out of that scenario at times. So sounds very interesting. It's going to be exciting to see how that looks. I think fans will really enjoy it when y'all get it going. And
Oh yeah.
talk to me a little about some of your defensive guys and that you got coming back, and some of the guys you brought with you today.
Oh yeah, I've been our defense coordinator for the last 5 years. I bring back a good amount of production. In the box, let's look there first. I bring back Braxton Knowles at defensive end. I mean, he's 6'3", probably sitting 230 now. He's
Yes,
put on
sir.
a lot of good weight this off season. He may be a little lighter than that. I may be giving him a little bit of inflation, but he's a good looking kid.
Right.
He's a guy that can bounce in to a couple different techniques. He can play the five, he can play the 4-eye, he can be the true defensive end and an even front as well as a true defensive tackle. Bring back Forrest Gronister has played nose guard reps. He's played a little bit at the end. I got some young guys that got significant depth minutes last year, even though
Mm,
they weren't starters. Outside linebacker, I bring back, or I want to say he finished second last year in the team in tackle, and Justin Duval. You can speak to him in a little bit. He's an outside linebacker guy. He can put his hand in the ground. He can drop back into space. He's kind of that flex guy.
yes, sir.
He's a real good football player. And in the back end, I bring back both my starting corners, Dawson Hall, Caden Manrique. You'll get to speak with both of them too. They give me a lot of experience out there. They're pretty good athletes in space. Allow us to be a little bit multiple this year. I've tried to be as multiple as I can be. Especially with all the different offenses that we're gonna face this year.
Yes, sir.
But looking real good. Looking forward to all the production that I do have coming back on the defensive side of the ball this year. We're definitely going to have to lean on them at times.
Right. Yes, sir. Um, yeah. So I mean, you're not. you lost some big time skill makers, but skill players that were big time playmakers,
Hmm.
but definitely got a lot of pieces. I liked what you said. As we were talking about the offense, there, three starters back.
Hmm.
I'm one of those guys that I know. I think everybody feels this way that knows what they're talking about a little bit, but you build it from the inside out,
Oh,
and you got three starters back on the O line and that fourth guy, and you got guys like Knowles on the defensive side. He probably goes both ways, I'm
yeah.
sure,
Oh, yeah.
but
Whole lot of
and
two platoon or one platooning for us.
like you said, he could play multiple positions there, can even play in. Sounds like a fast twitch guy, and um, that's exciting. Helps you be flexible. Yeah, just really, I think y'all got a lot of things going for you, and I'm excited to see what happens this year, and really excited for you, Coach. Your first year at the helm, getting your first head coaching job
Hmm.
after doing, putting your service in, doing your duties as that coordinator. You got several years of experience under your belt, and I think Hector's got a lot to be excited about and proud to show up on Friday nights and cheer on this team. It's going to be a really competitive schedule. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
So,
man. I'm looking forward to it.
yes, sir. Thank you for talking to me. I'm gonna get some of your players in here.
Absolutely. I'll send them this way.
So we got Justin Duval, Forrest Chronister.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Which is which?
I'm Justin.
You're
Forrest.
you're Justin Forrest. Okay. Um, let's talk to Justin first here a little bit. Starting senior outside linebacker. I think Coach said he thought you might have been second on the team last year in tackles. Talk to me about what the transition's kind of been like with your defense coordinator. He's still your DC, but also your head coach now. How's that looked, and what have you felt about it so far going through spring and early summer?
It looks great, and I'm liking how it's going. We've changed some things, but not a lot, and I just like it.
Yes, sir. Uh, Forrest, what position do you play?
I play outside tackle. I'm a little bit of D end,
Okay.
nose guard, and possibly kicker. Played
Yeah.
kicker last year.
I always love seeing the big nose guard play kicker,
Hmm.
possibly nose guard, you said. Um, Tell me about Coach Stang coming over, being your offensive coordinator. He's an offensive line minded guy, and now you're OC. What's it been like working with him?
It's been pretty fun. Got a lot of energy flying off the O line.
Yes,
It's
sir.
Yeah, that's always good to see.
Does he go ahead.
You go ahead.
Okay. Does he get after y'all pretty good?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Bring some fire.
Hmm.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Um, what's it been like playing for head coach Gilliland as your head coach now? What has that transition been like for you personally, Forrest?
That's been amazing. I wouldn't ask for anybody else as head coach.
Yes, sir. So, y'all lose a lot of guys, that were brought a lot of production last year. Talk to me about some of these guys that coach was kind of hitting on, those running backs that are playing quarterback in that single wing. Um, what do you feel about those guys and kind of how the offense is coming together so far?
Mm,
Either one of y'all, you can take it.
Hudson McAllister is a great football player. He's
mm.
just very athletic all around. Always has been, always will.
Yes.
And then Gavin Lusk, he can lay a hit and he can run. He can do just about anything. Caden Manrique, he's
Hmm.
a star pretty much since Pee Wee. Been the best player we got, in my opinion.
Yes, sir.
They're all just dogs out there.
Yes, sir. Um, I've heard a lot of love here from about Hudson McAllister, just a sophomore. What does he bring that as just a sophomore that's so special that you are talking, so lofty about?
Energy, he brings energy and he brings leadership, and that's a lot you can ask for
Mhm.
from a sophomore. So,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Justin right here. He brings a ton of energy, and his leadership is exceptional.
Yes, sir. Who's funniest guy on the team?
that would be me.
And
Oh yeah,
Justin
Yeah.
is
you
Justin.
agree?
Hmm.
Okay. You got any impressions of Coach, or
Ah, I don't want to embarrass
don't
him.
want to embarrass him?
Nah,
You
he's a
don't want to
good
get in a
guy.
doghouse?
I don't know. he's a big guy, super strong. So I
Yeah,
mean, I'm kind of
you might want to be quiet, bro.
skinny and
Just kind of
tall, so
be smart here, lay low. Yeah, good stuff. So, it's always fun when you got a guy that you're already used to that steps into that head coaching role. Sounds like y'all have already got a really good kind of relationship going, and that y'all are really excited about it and looking forward to it. And, everything I've heard sounds really, really positive. Well, guys, I appreciate y'all coming up here and interviewing. We're gonna get some more of you guys in
sure.
here in just a second. All
Thank
right,
you.
thank y'all, Forrest and Justin. What's going on, guys?
Colin,
What's y'all's names?
Dawson Hall.
Okay,
Caden Menrick.
okay. All right, Dawson and Caden. Justin says he's the funniest guy on the team. Do y'all agree?
Yes,
Oh
he
yeah,
is.
What's he
yeah.
do? What's so funny about him? Does he imitate guys, or he's
Yeah,
just always cutting up, or what?
he's
Man, he gets his jobs done, but
Mm,
locker room, just great guy spiritually.
okay.
Gets all of us going. But yeah, he's probably the funniest one there.
Y'all got a lot of kind of pranks going on, or goofy stuff, or just a little bit of just normal stuff, just guys messing around.
yeah, just really
Yeah,
everyone messing around a little
yeah.
bit.
Yes, sir. Talk to me about your new head coach, Coach Gilliland. I know y'all have had him as a DC for a while now. What's it been like?
Man, I think it's been great. He's got a lot of experience.
Hmm.
Great guy, always knows how to get us up and going before games. So I mean, we've been in good hands. We're in good hands this year.
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah, he we've always been real close to him. You know, he's always been a good leader to us.
Yes, sir. Caden, I think he said, were you one of the corners, main corners on defense, and you're
Yes, sir.
playing a little bit of running back, or
Yeah,
okay?
yeah,
And what are you at, Dawson?
corner, and then I'll play some X this year
Okay.
along with some wingback. I like that.
So y'all kind of holding it down on the corners defensively. Y'all like that position, or you prefer corner over safety, or you like both, or kind of
Ye-
give me your
Yeah,
thoughts on that.
I prefer safety just because I haven't really played, or not safety. I prefer corner
Okay,
because I haven't really played safety,
I got you.
and I just feel a lot more comfortable in my position at corner. I mean, I got good eyes for it. I can
Hmm.
see backfield, get in my zones. So safety or corner's probably where
yeah.
I'd rather be at.
You like to kind of trail technique at times, just try to get a jump on the ball, use your eyes, or kind of what you're bumping,
I
bump and
mean,
run, or
we had a few times last year they tried some screenplays, and I was able to get past the defender,
hmm.
make a good wrap up tackle. No picks yet.
Right.
Probably because I'm a corner, not worse. I ain't got the hands for it.
I got you.
I'm working on it.
Caden, what's your thoughts about playing that cornerback position?
Uh, I mean, I've always played there. I mean, real comfortable with it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
So, what grades are y'all in?
We will be
You're both
seniors.
going to be seniors. Okay.
yes, sir.
So y'all played a lot of ball for the Wildcats. You lose a guy like Lucas Baker, but I'm hearing a lot about you, Caden, offensively, and guys like um, McAllister and Lusk, of course, played a lot last year, and I think it was you as the one senior that kept bringing up is also one back there in the backfield. Talk to me about kind of the new offense, the single wing, and how it's looking and what you're excited about.
Well, it's kind of weird at first. Always did spread, but
Right.
I mean, we're all kind of getting into it, getting used to it. But yeah, I mean, I'm starting to like it.
Hmm.
You know,
Hudson. I mean, he's young, but he's a natural born athlete.
Yes, sir.
So we're backfield. We're looking pretty good. Gavin goes downhill, lower his shoulder.
Hmm.
He's they're athletes. I mean, they're gonna do what they do best on that field. So they'll take care of the ball, get us yardage, whatever we need to do to win that game.
Yes, sir. Well, guys, sounds exciting. What are y'all, who are y'all sponsored by? Nike? Is it Nike or y'all Under Armour or what?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
Okay. What do y'all prefer, cleats wise? What brand you like?
Nike.
Nike.
Nike,
Both
yeah.
of you moded cleats or just regular?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, guys, I appreciate y'all coming up. Y'all got any more players coming up, or I think you might have one more.
Yep, Cameron.
Okay, we'll get them in here. Thank y'all.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
All right. Good luck on the season. That was Caden Enrique and Dawson Hall. Make you go alone, man. What's your name again? Okay. Got Cameron Tennyson with me now, senior on this squad. Cameron, talk to me about your new head coach, moving over from the DC's position, Coach Gilliland. How's that transition been for you?
Well, when I heard originally that we were looking for a new head coach, I was hoping he'd get it. He's been one of the guys that I've looked up to ever since I moved here.
Mhm.
I'm originally from Dover, moved here my 10th grade year, and I've just kind of was hoping he'd get it.
Yes, sir.
And when he got it, we were all excited. I can speak for the team on that. Uh, the, I mean, he's done a great job right now, and he's gonna keep doing a great job. I just know it.
Yes, sir. Are you like an offensive lineman, defensive lineman?
I'm liking it good. It's like with the new offense, it's just a lot. Learning a new offense is a lot different,
Yes, sir.
or that is a lot different.
Yes.
Is a little confusing at times.
Right.
Especially with me, I've been moved around a couple different places, trying to learn a couple different positions. So it's just kind of see where I'm gonna fit in at.
So you play center at all? Or are you more guard tackle moving around, or?
Well, at first I was at center. I was one of them rotating in, and then
Mhm.
they've got me moved into one of the tackles now.
Yes,
So
sir. So are y'all running more misdirection out of this offense than you might have done before?
yes sir. Yes
You
sir.
got like more H backs kind of coming off, like wing back kind of action.
Yes sir.
I think that I'm a fan of the single wing, so
Mm.
I think y'all like it once it starts to click more and more. You get used to it. Talk to me about Coach Stang. He's a offensive minded guy
Mm.
taking over as a OC. Tell
Mm.
me how he's done for y'all.
So like I said again, I came from Dover, so I've
Oh
played.
yeah, that's true.
I've played for him.
Mhm.
His offense, uh, I've seen it work before, and I'm hoping to see it work again. I believe we've got the athletes to do it, and I believe that we're gonna get it rolling and we're gonna get it going.
Yes, sir. Everybody's saying Justin's the funniest guy on the team. Do you agree with that,
I
or
do. I
yeah,
do.
to keep y'all going pretty good, keep you loose?
Yeah, he brings the energy for sure.
So you're in the locker room, got a big game coming up. Let's say you got Mount Ida, fix to come out of the tunnel. Who's player wise? Who's the guy that kind of get y'all going, get you locked in?
I definitely believe that it would be either Justin saying something funny, and then we just kind of realize that hey, it's time
Good.
to get serious, or it's definitely going to be Trey Replogle.
Okay.
He knows how to get out there, and he knows how to get people to shut up and lock in.
Yes, sir. You got that guy that's just kind of crazy. You got to slap him around a little bit, get him going. Just, drinking oil before he runs out there.
I think that's a little bit of Justin's
Yeah,
personality too.
I got you. It's always fun to have someone like that.
Yeah.
It's just like, good Lord, this
Yeah.
guy's crazy. I'm glad he's on my side, not on the other side.
Yeah.
Right. Well, man, I appreciate you coming up here. Hector Wildcats look like they're in great shape, coming off a 9-2 year, loss in production, but you got a lot of guys back. New offense going to be something that the teams got to prepare for in a different way. It won't be the same old thing that they're used to when it's Hector week. I think there's a lot of positives, a lot of things that the fans are going to be really excited to see.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. That's Cameron Tennyson. Thank you for coming up here and interviewing with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Well, that was our segment here with the Hector Wildcats. Going to be a good season, it looks like, coming up with Tyler Gillihan at the helm. It's been a lot of fun talking to their players and their coaches. But we're going to take a little break. We're going to come back. I think we're going to have the Danville Little Johns right after this, right here on ASN.
what we got right now. We had it for that. No, you can't get it to work. We're good. We on right now? Oh, well, I'm explaining it to you.
There we go.
It's live video. Hello. Glad to have you along once again. Danville Littlejohn's here. I want to thank Check H for allowing us to do this. We've actually got a pretty good crowd in here now. Got Atkins, Danville, Dover. Already, we got some Dover fans in here, and I think we got some people excited at Dover with Coach Josh Jones. But before that, we got Coach Crane here, Coach DJ Crane of Danville. And Coach, this being your third year back, I guess, for lack of a better term, home, right? I mean, that's
Right.
just
Yes.
where it's at. I mean, your kids grew
Mhm.
up here, and I mean,
Mhm.
I guess you got one on the team now.
Yes, sir.
Good times. Beard getting a little grayer as years go on, and you're bringing the standard back to Danville. You
Mhm.
played for 2 state championships as the coach at Danville.
Mhm.
This is your third season back there. You said you've got a good young group, but you're
Mhm.
building the program back to the way it used to be.
Yes. They've bought in the last 2 years, especially the weight room, which is where we were way behind
Yeah,
everybody else. So they knew that the summer and the spring and the off season was going to be important, and they bought into that. And it took a while, but they've really bought into it, and it's going to allow us to be a lot more competitive.
I tell you, I just look at you, know a little bit about the weight room, right? Just a little bit. You played your college ball here at Arkansas Tech.
I
You
did.
played at Paris, right?
I did.
That's where you
Yep.
graduated from. Dad, a longtime coach. You've been around the
He was my head coach,
yeah,
and he was there for a long time.
yeah.
Yeah,
And you got a chance to spend some time at Bentonville under Coach
I
Jody
did.
Grant.
Yeah.
What did you learn up there?
I learned a lot of logistics and just you know a lot of good fundamental stuff defensively, offensively, and just how a good program is run at a high level. Now, some of it didn't translate to the lower level, but I've used a lot of that stuff coming back to Danville.
So first 2 seasons, still getting your feet underneath you.
hmm
Is this year 3 kind of
hmm
starting to turn the corner? You think?
Yeah, last year very competitive, had a chance to make the playoffs and lost a close game to Jessieville, but we were competitive in all our games and really got a lot better as the season went on, and you could see that they were developing
Yeah.
and learning how to come from behind. We'd been down in a couple games and came back
Mm-hmm.
and got close, but you could see the competitive nature coming back.
Right.
Like not getting down and staying down. Getting down a little bit and then battling back. Like the teams we've had
Right.
in the past.
Yeah. And that I think that comes from your staff. Let's talk about your staff.
hmm
To be honest with you, I don't know a lot about them. I know a lot about you, but I don't know a lot about your staff. So
hmm
talk about your staff a little bit.
Yeah, our offensive coordinator is Elias Carter, a young guy. Played at Dardanelle under Coach Price. I handed him the reins of the offense 2 years ago, and you could just see him getting better every game, and he's going to be a phenomenal coach. He's doing a really really good job for us. Like we've got a couple other guys on staff. Jamie Tolbert is our defensive line, one of our defensive line coaches. Damon Tolbert, defensive offensive line coach, and Marlon Gilkey is our special teams coordinator, and they all do a great job for us. And we added another one on our senior high staff, Josh Street, my
Yes.
nephew, is coming over. He played at Arkansas for several years and played at Arkansas Tech last year, and he's going to come help us this year. He
Yeah.
brings a lot of good offensive line stuff to us
Right.
this year, so he'll do a great job on them. Has already. So in our junior high coaches, we have a split staff. So Austin McKnight's our head junior high coach, and Quentin Tolbert, who played under me, um, is our offensive coordinator there, and they do a great job with our junior high. And you can really see it um, over the last 2 years having a split staff and being able to really focus on those younger kids and having their own practices and
weight room time and everything else, and having two coaches really put a lot of time. Our junior high has gone 15-3 the last 2 years,
Yeah.
and those 3 losses were very close.
Right.
2 overtime games that we lost. So you had a chance to go undefeated 2 years in a row, and last year went 9-0. So you can see it coming back up.
Well, that's exciting. It's
Yeah.
exciting to know. I mean, I know what the standard was when you were there before.
Mhm.
Tell us a little bit about some kids that might go under the radar down at Danville.
We've got several of those. We're having just a whole lot of all-star kids.
Right.
We've got a lot of depth,
Yeah.
and our seniors haven't had a lot of success,
Mm-hmm.
but they've worked the last 2 years to be successful. So they've worked. They haven't seen the success yet, but they've put the work in to be successful, and I think it's going to show
Mm-hmm.
this year. We got good leaders on that group. Will Wilson, Ian Wright, and Clayton Harmon are good leaders, and they played a lot of football for us. So, Christian
I'm sorry that
Alcacer.
they're hearing you. They're cracking me up right now. Every time you mention their name, they're giving each other five. It's funny.
And Christian Alcacer,
Yeah.
the 4 guys we've got here. We've got other ones that aren't here today, but those guys have had the most experience and have played since they were sophomores.
Yeah.
And so they've got a lot of game time experience, and it'll help with our younger guys. And they're doing a great job, and they deserve to be successful.
Yeah. Christian
They
without an
deserve
H.
it.
Oh, good stuff. It's the fun part of all
Yeah.
this, man. Well, I love hearing good things about what you're doing down there. And you got several kids here, so let's get them in. We got to get them 2 at a time here. So let's start with whoever you want to start with.
We got 4 seniors, 2
Okay.
juniors, and a sophomore here today.
All right, 4 seniors, 2 juniors, and a sophomore. All right, come in here. We got an animated group with this group. This should be fun. There you go. Well, I said it's something to you. You're Will Wilson, right?
Yeah.
I said, oh, got to get it. Is he unmuted? I don't think he is. I said something to you. I said, was your mom mad at you when she named? I'm kidding, Mom. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Will Wilson, what's your name?
Clayton Harmon.
Okay, Clayton Harmon. I remember now.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit to jog this 45-year-old brain. Tell us a little bit about what it's like. You guys are now in year 3 under Coach Crane. Did your dads play for him?
No,
No, no.
no.
That's got to be fun. I know he did coach got to have coached some of the dads of these high school kids. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So he's been there a while. What's it like playing for Coach Crane?
I mean, I love every second of it. Just ever since he's been back, the entire culture has just changed for the better in the weight room, on the field, even in the community. We're all
Yeah.
just getting better each year.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that.
Yeah, it's really built a bigger and stronger community, I think. Good to see people coming out there to watch us play football on Friday nights.
Well, Danville's a football town.
Sir.
No doubt about that. There's a steep tradition there, and he's a big part of that. But even before that, there was a lot of success at Danville in the 70s and the 80s. Some really good teams that have come through there. So I know that people take pride in Danville football. So, of course, I know he does too. So you guys got a good one. Tell us, what do you play?
I play receiver and safety.
Okay.
I play receiver.
Okay. What do you think about throwing the football? Y'all gonna get a few catches this year?
Yeah, maybe a few.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are y'all are more run or pass heavy or a little bit more balance?
We've been more run, but here recently we've been adding that passing, and the
Yeah.
passing game's been getting a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think you're open every time you go to the huddle?
I am.
Yeah.
I don't know about him.
You're not? Are you?
No, I am.
Yeah,
Probably
okay.
more than him.
I got you. Okay. I was about to say, are you a blocking receiver? I mean, that's got to be the worst label of
That's all talk.
all of football, a blocking receiver, right? Put him out there, lean block for the run. He's an outside tackle. I'm just joking, man. It's good that y'all are having a little fun. I like it. Y'all got a good group here. I can tell y'all got some life here. That's good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good. Tell us a little bit about who you're playing this year. Who do you want to beat the
This
worst?
one's Two
Yeah.
Rivers.
2 Rivers?
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
always a big one.
Yeah. Well, Two
Yep.
Rivers will be in here in a little bit. Maybe y'all can just tell them. You can name the score, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll let them know.
Well, we got a new asking theme coming in.
Yeah.
I think they'll be fun to play. Be
Yeah.
good. Some
Yeah.
new,
I forgot. Yeah, he told
yeah,
me that y'all are conference this year.
yeah, new competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a rivalry. It goes back a little ways too.
Yeah.
Danville
Mhm.
and Atkins. When I started covering sports, that was a really good game there that y'all had with them in that cycle there. So anyway, we've got to get some other guys in here. So let's bring a couple more in. Well, now I look at you. I know who you are
Yeah.
just because you told me. I mean, I had to know, but now I can see it. So tell everybody else who you are.
My name is Jake Crane, and I'm gonna be playing QB and outside linebacker
Okay.
this year.
I'm Lawson Brazier, and I play quarterback, receiver, and safety.
Quarterback or corner?
Quarterback.
Quarterback. All right. So who's a starter?
We don't have
We
one
don't know
yet,
yet.
but
No,
we're
okay.
both gonna be playing this year.
We're battling. You got two QB systems. You know what they say about two QBs, right? You don't have any QBs if you got two QBs. I'm just joking. I'm joking. Hey, it's a joke. I promise.
Yeah,
It's a joke. Tell us a little bit about you're a sophomore, right?
I'm a
You're a
junior.
junior. And which one is the sophomore over here? This one? All right. You played quarterback on the junior high team last year.
Yeah.
Had a good year, right?
Yep. District champions.
District champions, 9-0.
Hmm.
And it's a real important thing for you guys in this program because that's kind of starting the ball rolling of success. You guys are doing good down there. Tell us what you guys bring to the table.
I think we have a lot of young talent that we experienced winning early on, so we've always been pretty good. But I think this year we'll really show other teams what we have.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think that it's just they've won like throughout just their youth, and it's
Can I
just
do this
they've
for
showed.
you? And the only reason I'm doing this is because I don't know how you're coming through on
Oh,
the
okay.
stream. I can hear you good, but sometimes it just doesn't come through on the stream. Um, I always ask the coach's son this. What's it
Yeah.
like being in the house with coach?
Oh, it's rough sometimes, watching film with him and
Watching film, I love it.
yeah,
Breaking it down.
yeah, he's not easy with me.
Yeah.
He's probably a little more rough on me
Yeah.
than the rest of the team.
Will you like him after you graduate?
I hope so, yeah.
Uh, he's a good man. He's a good
Yeah.
man. He's a good coach too. I got a lot of respect for your dad.
Yeah.
So, tell us why Danville will be better this year.
We're returning a couple of key players from last year, a lot of talent coming up from just the junior high, and
Mm-hmm.
we've been hitting the weight room real hard, 100% attendance
Yeah.
during Hell Week. It'll help.
Oh,
We're bought in.
yeah, I got to ask y'all about that because I've heard about it. Hell Week comes to the military.
Yeah,
But what's that like?
it's rough. It's a lot of conditioning, and
Yeah,
we didn't really work out that week, but
yeah,
it's it brings the team together for sure.
yeah. What do you think being your first time?
I think it was hard, definitely. I
Yeah,
think it made us tougher though as a team.
yeah.
Made us a family for sure.
I tell people this, I believe it with all my heart. It takes a different animal to play football. It does. It's not easy, and you got to be ready to go. And that's what he's trying to do with that. That's good stuff, man. Let's bring a couple more in. Good job, guys. Congratulations. I think y'all are going to be fine. All right. All right. I know Christian. Give me your
Christian
name.
without an H.
Yeah, right. And
Yeah.
what's your name again?
Lane Scobie.
You know, you really don't need the H though, really. I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
if you think about it, just
Silent.
exactly.
Yeah, you don't even gotta say that.
It's real silent in your name because it's not there.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Danville football.
I mean, it's definitely like a work in progress from
Yeah.
coming back from what we were. This is only my second year playing for them. I moved to Danville for the football.
Yeah.
And
Where'd you move from?
Western Yale.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
came here for the football. It's definitely like a work in progress. We're working on it, but we're becoming better like every day. Every
Yeah.
single day there's always something to improve on. we're slowly working our way back up
Yeah.
to what we need to be.
What do you think?
I think it's definitely getting better over the years. We started off rough, but I think we're definitely making a comeback.
You guys got some guys on this team. Y'all got some animated dudes. Who's
Yes,
the
sir.
funniest dude on the team?
I think
Will's
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 definitely
definitely
up there.
He's
Yeah,
way up there. Yeah.
yeah.
Tell us, does anybody have a good impression of Coach Crane?
Coach Crane. I mean,
Like,
no
can you do it? Can you do it?
Jake can do it.
Yeah, he's like, no, I got to go home with this dude. I'm
Yeah.
not going to do that.
No.
Anyway, does he ever say anything funny
Will?
on the field? No,
Oh,
Coach Crane.
Coach Crane.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah.
got some sayings in there.
What,
Yeah.
what? Give me one good one.
I definitely like the ones that he's saying at the when he's trying to get us hyped up. He's
Right.
got some sayings in there.
Yeah.
Maybe not
Yeah.
meant for
Oh,
Yeah.
extremes, but
yeah. We got to keep football where it's at,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
sometimes it's football. Football stays where it needs to be, right?
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with you. But that's good stuff, man. Why is football at Danville going to be different this year?
Because I feel like, I mean, we've been through like a lot as a team together. Where we got Coach Crane back. He's bringing the program,
Yeah,
working on it. We got all that young talent, like everyone else is saying. We're getting that
sure.
young talent. We got seniors and others that are hungry to win, and like talent with people who have won and uh, the ones that want to win. I feel like that's just gonna bring it together and make us more like stronger as a team.
In my opinion, what makes a good football team is hunger and dedication and desire.
Yeah.
I think those three things, if you can be hungry, be dedicated, and really want to win, bring that energy every game, every day.
Yep.
You got to bring energy for football.
Yeah.
You have to. You can't come out flat. If you do, you're going to get your butt kicked, right?
Yeah.
Either in practice or in the
Yep.
game. Anyway, let's bring a couple more in. Good job, guys. Got one more. Hey, you did it right. I like everybody that comes in here, it's just two of us. I say don't sit here because it looks like we're on a date, and
Yes, sir.
I don't do that. So I was telling you, I know your dad,
Yes, sir.
know your mom, but I remember your dad and I played hoops together back in the day. Your dad was wild. He
Yeah,
was
I bet.
something.
I bet.
He was something. Competitive. He probably still is pretty competitive.
Yeah, he competes in everything.
I believe that for sure. You're a senior this year. In fact, I didn't know you were still around, to be honest with you.
Oh,
So you're one of those guys that seems like has been there for 16 years, right?
yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, we're back. Okay. Just give me the thumbs up when you're ready. All right, we're back. Here we are. All right. So yeah, you can see the people here at Check H. Appreciate everybody coming back. We had a little technical glitch, but we're back here and glad to have you along again. Thank you to Check H for allowing us to do it. WarpStream is a partner of ours. We're going to talk about WarpStream sometime when we get a little bit of chance. If you don't know about WarpStream, it's a way of basically making highlight films on your own with your parents. Can make them through an iPhone. Really, really cool app. We'll get a chance to talk about that later. Also, we want to thank Mini Mall Storage there in Clarksville, and we want to thank Toad Thumper Lures. Did I say that right, Aaron? Lures. Anyway, all right. Tell us a little bit about playing offensive line there at Danville.
Man, playing offensive line, we love to run the ball, and that's always fun. We have a bunch of really good backs that helps a lot.
Yeah.
When we have good backs that maybe make holes when there aren't any holes there. We
Right.
had Gunnar Wilkins last year.
Yes.
He was amazing, and we have guys like Christian, JJ Alcantara, who's not here
Without an
today.
H.
Yeah, Christian
Yeah.
without an
Yeah.
H. Yeah.
Yeah.
They make me look better.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm not blocking all the way.
So what do you play on the line?
I'll play offensive tackle. Yeah.
Tackle. Okay. Well, number 50. I mean, that's a dead giveaway. Do you play any defense at all?
I come in on occasion on defensive tackle a
Yeah.
little bit.
Gotcha. What's it like? You've been at Danville. You at K-12? Have you been through
Yeah, my
K
whole
through
life,
12?
yes.
Yeah. I know your dad's been there for a while. What's it like seeing Coach Crane come back?
Man, seeing Coach Crane come back, I was ecstatic.
Yeah.
We were still in basketball season. I found out he was coming back. I was ready. I was
Yeah.
ready. I knew we were going to turn everything around, and
Yeah.
it's worked very well so far.
Yeah, it's come around. I knew it would too. I knew that he would bring that pride back to Danville, and that's exactly what he's done. Tell us a little bit about just who do you want to beat the most?
Man, I want to beat everybody. If it's possible, I want to beat
Yeah.
everybody. I think we have a good enough squad coming up. We have a lot
Yeah.
of talented young players, and I feel like we're good enough to compete with everybody that we play.
Yeah. Now, as Coach Crane said, you guys just barely missed the playoffs last year, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, just like overtime game with Jessieville, is that right? Or a
Uh,
close game with them?
yeah, close game. Yeah,
Close.
we scored a touchdown and got called back due to a hold. But yeah.
I bet he knows the refs' names that did that. Tell us, what will a successful season look like at Danville this year?
Obviously playoffs. I think we can make it deep into the playoffs this year. I feel like
Yeah.
we have that good of a young squad coming up. Our junior high team last year won their conference. They went undefeated, and they have a lot of people that can help us a lot. And we have the leadership from these guys that have been here for the last couple of years, and I really think we can go really far this year.
All right, man, appreciate it.
Thank you.
I know too much of your family not to like you. Uncle Nick, I know Uncle Nick as well. I've known you guys for a long time. Anyway, we're going to bring in the Dover Pirates here in just a moment. New head coach Josh Jones there at Dover. It's going to be a good conversation. Thank you guys, Danville. Appreciate you guys for coming in. Coach Crane, thank you, man, for bringing your team over once again. And Danville's getting out of here. The Danville Green, looking good, looking good. I like the script, Danville. I like it. Looks good. Looks good. Well, anyway, we'll give us a couple seconds here. We're going to go to a very quick break, I promise. We got Coach Josh Jones coming up right now. Duran Miller's going to interview him. We'll be back in just a second.
coach Josh Jones, newly head coach here of the Dover Pirates. Coach Jones, of course, you've been at Lamar for several years. Played in Boonville yourself, and big transition here, going from the inside the conference over to Dover. Tell me what it's been like so far, and how everything's gone so far this spring and summer.
Yeah, I was at Lamar for so long that every once in a while I have to look down at my shirt to
Right.
see where I am
I can
for
imagine.
14 years over there. But as far as everything goes in the transition, absolutely wonderful. The leadership over at Dover is just great with Josh Daniels. Just outstanding. He's given us everything that we need to
Awesome.
be successful. And the kids are very accepting and they work hard. I was really, really, really pleased when I come in. I see these kids working in the weight room and they're just getting after it. They're good kids. Um, and when you come in and look at them, you're like, why haven't these guys
Right.
been winning? And it's not, I don't have the answer to that. And I hope I can solve it.
Right.
But, we're looking forward to it.
A lot of people look at the schedule. They hear Josh Jones going from Lamar to Dover. They look at, if they weren't already familiar with it, what's going on here, because some of those scores were pretty lopsided, pretty bad, got pretty ugly. Then you come in, I've already heard, you've been talking with Brad and me, and I've already heard some of the things like you just said, that you're kind of like, why was it that bad? So you're trying to put your finger down on what that is, because what you're seeing and what those scores look like don't match up, in your
Right.
mind, at least for now. I'm a guy that I've talked about this so many times, kind of, beat a dead horse with it, but Dover's a program that always has linemen, always, for years, very strong, very physical. Even some of your players that I work at Walmart DC, so I know a lot of Lamar guys, a lot of guys, and some of those guys that even were successful against Dover at times, they would tell me, like we were so beat up the next day. They would talk about certain guys back
Sure.
in the 15, 14, 16 years. Dover's always had that. And for whatever reason, that's kind of gone away the last, 8 to 10 years here. Of course, there's several coaches coming in and out there for a little bit, and then Cox was there for quite a while before King came in last year. But that's something that Dover's got to get back to, because that's usually always there. You're always going to have some big boys that come through there, and you get pockets of really good skill players.
Sure.
So when you showed up and you saw everybody out there and what you had to work with, just kind of tell me what you hit it on a little bit already. You just kind of tell me what you see and what you feel excited about.
Yeah, they look like a really good physical group of kids. Even the skill positions are good sized kids.
Mhm.
Odom at fullback is, I think he was their leading rusher last year, and he's a good one. He's going to be able to really get downhill. And then Zeke Brown also
Mhm.
at fullback. So, the quarterback's coming back,
Oh
Matthew
yeah.
Krentz, and he's a good one. I went back and
Oh yeah.
watched their game against Slovakia last year, and he broke off a couple of really nice long runs. And
He's
we've got to get more of those,
right.
obviously.
Yeah, he's a big boy, about 6'3", almost 6'4", he's probably what, 210, somewhere in that range.
He's upper ones for.
Yeah,
He's in
he's
the
close to
190s
200
at
for sure.
200. Yeah.
He's got some big legs. He's built kind of bigger in the legs than the upper body a little bit. Tree trunks, I call him in basketball. But he's there was a play last year in basketball where he just kind of took off, and I'm like, man, he's faster than you expect out of that body sometimes.
Yeah,
So,
we had a kid in practice, and he was talking about being fast, which
mhm.
Jacob Glasspool's
Oh
fast.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
he's a 4.5, 4.6, and Krantz says, "Well, I'll race you right now." And so they line up, and Jacob beat him by about half a step,
Right.
and that's a 6'3", 200-pound quarterback
Yes, sir.
running around a 4.6.
Yeah. So last year I watched late in the year. I believe it was a Waldron game, junior high, and saw some of those ninth graders. That one kid, he was playing a little bit of a wing back position. His name escapes me. But you're going to tell me, I'm sure, here in a moment. He ripped off some long runs. He was really good. They had a fullback as well that looked really good. So talk to me a little bit about some of those sophomores that are going to move up and help these guys. I feel like you've got some guys that are on the line, especially, but
Sure.
also some of those skill guys that are going to play some
Yeah,
for you.
Jordan Peters is a really
Hmm
big, talented
Oh yeah,
tackle. His grandmother had some health issues, and so he had to stay and help a little bit in the spring, and so we didn't get quite as good a look at him. Uh, but also Zayden Williams is a really good one. So those a couple of really nice. Gadberry is also a 10th grade lineman. So those three linemen's pretty good 10th grade linemen.
yes, sir. I lost everything. Well, I lost my ears at least. I don't know why.
I still got myself. You want to try that one? I can hear this one rattling.
Yeah. Yeah, I just switched. Test 1 2. Yeah, this one's good to
Test,
go.
gotcha.
Okay, so um, yeah, I mean some good guys. Talk to me about your skill guys. What you're looking at. We've already
Sure.
talked about
Well,
Matthew Krentz at
yeah.
quarterback. Tell me about some of the other guys that you haven't hit on yet. And,
Sure. We of course Glasspool.
Mhm.
He's fast, and I hate to you start talking about him, and
Right.
then I'm going to leave one out. But you got Smith and Smith,
Mhm.
Landon and Sailor. Those
Right.
guys that play running back, and they're really versatile. Like they can play running back, but they can also play action pass and come out of the backfield. Those guys, Riley is another running back. He looks like a Division One athlete.
Right.
He's just a monster. And so and I know there's some other guys also,
Right.
but as far as skill guys, the pieces are there. It's
Right.
just a matter of getting all those things together, giving them confidence. Like you hit on, they've had what 4 or 5 coaches in the last
6,
7,
7,
8,
8 years.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so there hasn't been any consistency,
Right.
and so they lost confidence. They
Right.
just did. We went through the spring and looked like $1,000,000. I mean,
Awesome.
they looked really good.
Yes, sir.
We went to the team camp, and it's like they went, "Oh no."
Another team.
Yeah.
You know.
And we looked really bad at the start, but as the team camp went on, they slowly gained some of that confidence.
Right.
And by the end of the team camp, they were competing really well. Uh, from the start to finish, it was a huge difference.
Yes, sir.
And so hopefully that's some things over the summer that we can get some of those things taken care of.
Yeah. That's I think you hit it right there. That's one of those things that as a coach you understand that um the confidence side of it. The game is probably 80% mental, 20 I
Sure.
always say 80 mental, 40 physical,
Right.
But
There were a lot of years at Lamar when we get off the bus, we're not intimidating anybody.
right.
And but they just have to learn to get after it and
Yes, sir.
just compete.
Right. Once they start to get some success against other opponents, that confidence is going to continue to build and build and build. So, great things. Talk to me a little bit about, you're bringing the wing tee. I know you're kind of a double wing at times.
Yep.
Do a little bit of multiple things there out of the wing. I've always said that outside of a few years here and there, that type of offense really fits and suits Dover really well. Tell me about how your players so far have kind of adjusted to what you've kind of installed so far.
Yeah, so far it's been really good. The focus really is to get them, to hit the hole where they're supposed to be,
Mhm.
trusted, and then a 3-yard play is a good play.
Right.
Uh,
Got to have that dive
yeah,
going.
there's been a time or two, especially when we started the team camp, they would get to the hole, it wasn't quite there, and they thought, well, I'll try to bounce this, and instead of gaining 2 yards, we lose 2.
Right.
And that's just a drive killer. You just can't do that. So you got to get the mentality, everything's downhill. Everything is just, get every single yard you can, every play. And then eventually you will move the ball down the field and score.
Yes, sir. So how many are on your roster right now?
I have 30 right
30.
now.
Okay.
And I've had 29 at practice yesterday. So that was exciting. And the one that wasn't is just, he's out of town working.
I got you. So that's great to hear. Talk to me a little bit about your coordinators. Are you the offensive coordinator
I will
yourself?
be
Okay.
calling the offense. I brought Coach Barton over with me,
Mhm.
and Coach Barton is, he's a 26-year coach, and he's been the head coach
Right.
over at Lamar, or sorry, the head junior high coach at Lamar for all those years. He's going to come over and basically be the same role. He'll
Mhm.
be a junior high head coach and also help with senior high, of course.
Yes, sir.
Bo Sykes will be coming over. He was at Waldron,
Mhm.
and he was the defensive coordinator there. I've known Bo for several years. He kind of followed me whenever I left magazine.
Okay.
He came over and worked with Coach Doug Powell over there, and then he went with Coach Powell to Waldron,
Right.
and so I've kind of known him for a while. It's a really good fit,
Nice.
and Malachi Day is here with us
Okay.
today. He
See him.
off camera over there,
Yeah.
but
What's he coaching?
he'll be the 7th grade head coach, and then
Okay.
also, be an
Assistant.
assistant all the way up.
Yes, sir.
And Malachi played for me at Lamar, so he knows he knows
What you want,
well,
what you're looking and
yeah.
expecting.
And
Yes, sir.
we got it's only a 4-man staff, but it's 4 guys that with a lot of experience, except Malachi. He don't have a lot of experience, but he's a great guy.
What
and he's
class
doing
was
a good
he? Do you
job.
remember?
At
At Lamar.
I'm not sure. He's
Yeah.
been coaching for 2 years.
Oh,
so,
okay. Okay.
So
Pretty fresh.
yeah, so 6 years ago,
Right.
2020-ish,
Yes, sir. Okay.
somewhere right in there.
I got you.
But I have a college student
Mhm.
is helping with us, Abe James, and Abe, he was all state at Lamar, and he's really good. He's going to be a really good a really good coach someday.
Is that Ken Brady?
Yes, cousin.
Cousin. Okay. Awesome. Well, really exciting. Let's talk about your schedule a little bit. The for starters with the conference.
I get in trouble here. I forgot.
Right. That's
Shane
true.
Shane Hampton is playing. He's a college player at Lyon College.
Yeah.
He's been coming all summer and helping
Okay.
us also. So
Shane
I hate to
Hampton.
not mention Shane. He's done a really, really good job
Okay.
all summer with us also.
Yes, sir. Well, I know y'all appreciate those guys. Let's talk about the schedule a little bit. We lose Dardanelle this year.
Yeah, I hate that.
Of course, you gain Boonville, so you don't really get much, rest
No,
there.
it's not.
Boonville's tradition rich. They're always tough, physical minded. They lost a big senior class, but Boonville reloads. So, and then you trade Subi and Clinton, which Clinton graduated like 24
Everyone.
seniors,
Yeah.
So, they were probably going to be a little bit down, but you got Subi moving in. Subi's got that new turf field. I've seen it a few times. I drove by over there.
They're coming off an 8-man state championship.
That's true. That is
So
true.
what I've heard about them is they have a lot of skill positions.
Mhm.
So I mean, skill wise, they should be really good.
Right.
I'm not sure how they'll transition from 8 to 11.
Last year, Dover lost at Lavac at the start of the season. It's a tough game. I've heard a lot about the game. 30-26. It was a good one. This year, you get Lavac at home. That's where everything starts right there. What's kind of the mindset going in early on?
Got to get started on a positive track. That's
Yes, sir.
one. That's you hate to go week 1 must win, but that's one that we need to get.
Yes, sir.
And that's for confidence. That's for getting everything going the right direction.
Right, sir.
And so,
Yes, sir.
winning fixes everything. So if you can start off by winning, then things start falling into place.
A few years ago when Dover was on a huge losing streak for several years, it was a JC Westside game that year, and they got the monkey off their back, so to speak. That Lavaca one's definitely going to be penciled in. I'll tell you this about Dover. Even in some of these thinner years as of late, there's a lot of pockets of tradition at Dover.
Sure.
But the fans show up. You might be 0. I've seen teams where they're 0-5, 0-6. Getting late in the year, and there's 500 people there. Out of 1,000 population.
Sure.
So the fans will be there, and if y'all give them some big wins early, they're gonna definitely show up in Grove. So
that's it. Got the Rivals Cup next.
Oh yeah,
You got
Rivals
Atkins
Cup.
over there.
Got them in the house here.
We'll not be giving them any bulletin board
No,
material
for sure.
But they've got about 75 kids out, and everybody seems to be moving in there.
Oh yeah.
So they're going to be tough.
Yeah, they've got it rolling right now. So
Maybe not quite 75.
Right.
They got a
I don't
big
think
roster.
It's that high, but big for Atkins for sure. So I mean, they're coming off 2 of the best years in a very long time.
Yeah, they're good.
And they're looking
They're
to
good.
build upon it this year. And then you get Berryville. First time that I can remember Dover playing Berryville, at least.
That's a very uncomfortable drive for
Right,
sure.
for sure.
Not looking forward. Of course, I guess we have them at home. I believe that's right.
Maybe get there early.
I'm not sure.
Get the kids off the Dramamine, or whatever.
That's
Some
it.
of them need
I've
it.
looked at week 1, and that's
Right.
about as far as I've gone. But there's another game on the schedule that I've also kind of looked at. But
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
But yeah, Berryville, they had some success last year. I think they won their first 4 games or 5.
Yes, sir.
We did get to see them at team camp, and
Okay.
it went pretty well. And so that gave us a lot of promise for sure.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you get in the conference play after that, and the one you're kind of front end loaded on the home games this year.
It
You
is.
get
It is.
4 out of the last 5 are on the road, so that's a
That's
tough
tough.
break there. But maybe y'all can get that momentum early, and that'll
Yeah.
help you as you roll into the heart of the conference and the schedule there. Well, Coach Jones, that's all I've got for you. I'm gonna get some of
Okay.
your players in
Let's get
here.
some
I
get some
appreciate it.
kids.
I'm
Thank you.
excited.
Get these Pirates going.
There's a lot of talk, a lot of buzz around the
I hope
state about
so.
we've been putting polls out about who do you think's the most kind of the coach that's gone somewhere new that might do the best job this year, and your name's been getting brought up a lot, and
Well,
it's not just from Dover people.
I do appreciate that. Of course, Dover was 0-10,
Hmm.
and so I expect to be better than that. And so,
You
that
can only go up,
that's
right?
it. So if if we have a big improvement,
Yeah.
then that's our goal.
Yes, sir. Well, Coach Jones, we appreciate it. I know the Dover faithful are really excited and going to have you back. So let's get some of your players in here. All
You
right.
bet.
Thank you, Coach. Hey, we might need that headset, Brad. Let me check the ears on this one. Test 1, 2. Yeah, the ears are out on this one. Here, coming under there. There goes. And I'll have to unmute you there. Okay. Number is that. You got it. Okay. Who I got up here? 55. What's your name?
Braylon Hawkins.
Braylon Hawkins. And
77, Drake Cook.
Drake Cook. All right.
Yes, sir.
What classes are y'all?
We're 2008.
Both seniors?
No, we're
Oh.
juniors, 28.
Oh, 28.
I don't know why I said 2008.
Yeah. Okay. Both juniors.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Are we good?
Yep.
All right. So I got Braylon Hawkins up here with me, number 55 right here, and Drake Cook, number 77, both juniors, going to be juniors this coming season. Both linemen?
Yes, sir.
O-line and D-line going both ways? Or?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Drake, are you a tackle or a guard?
I'm
or
a guard.
Working a guard? How about you,
I'm a
Braylon?
center.
Center? Okay. Were you play? Did you play last year? Both of y'all were y'all
Yeah.
starters,
Yes.
or
Yes,
just
sir.
kind of played a lot? Both starters. Okay. Were you the center last year as well?
I was a guard last year.
Okay. So last year, kind of a single wing. I don't know. Y'all did a little bit of different stuff. Wing T this year. What's that like snapping out of it?
I mean, I feel very comfortable snapping out of it.
Hmm.
I mean, I was center 2 years ago in junior high, and
Okay.
I didn't like it like that, but this year I like it a lot better.
Yes, sir. What's it been like with Coach Jones here at the helm? How's it felt different from last year, at least
Um,
through the spring so far?
that he brings an energy that no other coaches bring.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is he pumping a lot of confidence in y'all?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Drake, what are your thoughts on Coach Jones so far?
I really like what Coach Jones is bringing. He's bringing a lot of positive energy to the field. He's slowing it down and teaching us what we need to do instead of moving on. He's fixing the little stuff before going real big.
Yes, sir. I've known Coach for about 5 years or so, and he seems pretty excited. From the things he's told Brad, the things he's told me. I think he sees a lot of potential in y'all, and we were talking about it earlier. It's one of those things where he's got to make y'all believe it. Against other teams. He said going through, I guess it was either off season or I guess the spring that y'all were kind of on fire, really looking good. You start getting into team camps, playing against other teams. I don't know if it was 7-on-7 or what he was talking about exactly, but you kind of lost it a little bit, and then kind of were getting it back towards the end of it. Tell me, it's been a tough go the last few years. Tell me kind of how y'all feel, personally about that transition, trying to get that confidence up.
Personally, the past couple years, we haven't had what we wanted to. We really haven't won. I'm really excited about this year because I believe we will win more games and maybe make playoffs.
Yes, sir.
So,
Feel the same.
Yes, sir.
I'm one of those guys that I coach a lot of youth sports, and I'm one of those guys that like feels like you gotta just get after y'all guys a little bit. With when it comes to that mentality part. Just are y'all kind of like sick of hearing people talk about how Dover's no good,
Yes, sir.
and some of those scores last year got pretty lopsided. Um, is there a guy on the team specifically or a coach that's kind of like gets in y'all's face a little bit and be like, let's go prove some people wrong, get a chip on your shoulder, get
Yes, sir.
mad, and that's kind of my mentality always was, just I kind of get ticked off, and I use that as fuel. Is there somebody kind of on the team that's like that, or is there several people that
Yeah,
are kind of
it's
getting that mentality?
multiple of like the O linemen and our quarterback Matthew.
Hmm.
Like if we mess up and like we keep on messing up, we gotta like tell ourselves like if we keep doing this, we're gonna go on 10 again. Like we need to step it up.
Yes, sir.
At our team camp at the beginning when we weren't performing very well, we got into the huddle and Coach Jones was getting upset. He was like, "Y'all are better than this. We're not going 0-10 again this year. Y'all are playing like last year's team, not this year's team. This is different." Him
Right.
and Coach Barton really not see, but really want a lot of success out of us.
Yes, sir. Well, guys, appreciate y'all coming up here. I'm excited about everything I've been hearing. We're going to get a few more of your friends,
Thank you,
your
sir.
teammates up here. That's Drake Cook, number 77, and Braylon Hawkins. Good luck this year on the season, guys.
Thank you.
sir.
Thank y'all for interviewing with us. All right, I got number 45, number 50, number 45. What class are you? Going into your senior year?
Senior year.
Okay, what's your name?
Chet Culver.
Chuck Culver?
Chet.
Chet, I'm sorry.
You're good.
Culver?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Culver.
Yes, sir. And
Going into senior.
go ahead and put your headset on. I can't hear nothing, hardly.
Going into senior year, Levi Miller.
Levi Miller. All right. Well, what position you play, Chet?
I play left guard.
Left
I
guard.
just started this year.
Okay. Were you been at Dover this whole time, or
Yes, sir.
you just started? You're starting as a guard, is that what
Yes,
you're
sir.
saying? You've
That's
been on the team though.
Mhm.
Okay. And Levi, where are you playing?
I've been moving around a little bit. I'm new to football, so
Okay.
this is my first year.
Awesome.
I've been mainly playing left tackle, but I've been moving all around the line, so it's nothing concrete yet.
Yes, sir. Well, if y'all play a little bit on the defensive side as well.
Sir, I play D end.
Hmm. What do you like better, offense or defense?
Can't really say.
Like them both. Okay.
Mhm.
Tell me about what it's been like with Coach Jones so far this year.
It's been pretty good. I lost motivation from last year because of Coach King. Nothing against him. He's a good coach and everything, but I regained my
confidence
for this game thanks to Coach Jones because he made it fun again for me.
Yes, sir. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, like
You-
I said, it's my first year,
Right.
but I see a lot of the other players just like really motivated for this year.
Mhm.
Whereas like, before we had the new set of coaches coming, it was a lot of just everybody was down, everybody was, ready to quit. And a lot of people were gonna quit. And then new coach comes
Right.
in, gives them that
Pump some
confidence
new
that they
life.
need. And
Yeah.
I think that it's gonna help a lot out this year.
A lot of times that's what you need, a new influx of energy. Coach Jones got a super successful track record, and that change is all you need sometimes. I will say this, for anybody that was here before, um, last year there was the coach for last year lost a huge senior class from the year before that had a lot of talent in it. That only won a couple games, or maybe one that year, but they lost them, and then so when Coach King came in, it was even though he had some decent players in positions, it was a lot of experience that just kind of went out. So it was a tough year. I try to tell people, I think it was a one-win team the year before, if I remember right. I think y'all won Waldron.
I think so.
So I try to tell people, that it was going to be a tough year because you lost so much. But now you're a year past that. All y'all sophomores that are now juniors, they've got that year of experience. Your juniors are now seniors like y'all, and you got another year under your belt, and now you got a new coach, pumping that confidence in there with y'all guys. So, I mean, from everything I've heard from Coach Jones, from what I've seen a lot of pictures of y'all, that they've taken, y'all kind of huddled up, and then I watched a lot of junior high games last year. Of course, I got kids that go to Dover, so I'm familiar. That's where I'm from. We're no relation, Levi. That's my last name as well, Miller. But anyways, I'm excited, and I think from everything I'm hearing from y'all are excited. Tell me, who on the team's probably the funniest guy?
I'm gonna
On run out of the press box, get out there on the field, run through the sign. Who's the guy to get y'all fired up the most? Who would you say that would
From
be?
my experience, I'm gonna say Sailor.
Yeah.
Um, Sometimes it's Matthew,
Mhm.
but mainly Sailor. He's the one that hypes us all up in there.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. Well, I think we've got everybody that y'all brought. Good luck on the season. Coach bringing a lot of offensive linemen here today. He's a smart guy. He knows it all starts in the trenches, and y'all got a lot of size, and I'm excited. Can't wait to see y'all. But that's going to be all we got here for. We got someone else? Okay, yeah. Well, that's all we got for Dover. We're going to have Atkins coming up next. We're going to take just a short break, and we'll get the Red Devils in here right after this. Thank y'all.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
want to thank Check H Buffet and Grill for allowing us to be here today. If you're in the Russellville area and need a good place to eat, definitely come over here and check out Check H here in Russellville. Also, we have the Mini Mall Storage in Clarksville. Appreciate those guys for being a part of our sponsorship team today. Also, Toad Thumper Lures. And then we've got Warp Stream. You saw a video of Warp Stream there. We've been partnering with Warp Stream, and we're going to start doing that with them. And Warp Stream is an app that you can download that you can control a lot of the information about your student. It's a way to make highlight reels. You can time 40s. You can do a lot of things with this app to help you get your student noticed, get all the information that you need for your student as maybe you want to help them to play on the next level. So make sure that you check out Warp Stream online. We'll be doing some more stuff about that. You'll be able to see a little bit more throughout the rest of this broadcast. So anyway, we want to say thank you to all of our sponsors. The Atkins Red Devils are coming up here in just a few moments, so hang with us, and we'll be back shortly. Out? We're not out.
Let's figure out the headset problem.
I mean,
All right, we're going to have the Atkins Red Devils up with us next. I got head coach Austin Dobbs with me. Coach, you've had things rolling here at Atkins now, coming off a 9-3 year. Had a really good season. Y'all got banged up a lot late in the year. And
Yes.
a lot of people didn't know that. Of course, people close to the program did, of course, but going into the playoffs, taking on Prescott and then Glen Rose, definitely had lost some guys. Talk to me about how the end of the season went for you.
Yeah. You finish the conference with Mayflower at Mayflower on a Thursday night, and they were hitting on all cylinders, and we just couldn't get anything going from there. And we were banged up, but I like to think we had guys step up and contribute a lot. Our starting quarterback or starting running back Mason Martin went down against Salem early in the game, and we battled. I was very proud of how hard we battled against Salem last year without getting the reps we need to get another guy ready. But Dakota Ham stepped up nicely, and we had a lot of guys rotate in. Obviously, go to Prescott, pull off a big win at Prescott, tradition-rich program. They do a really, really good job over there. And then get Glen Rose at Glen Rose. And, we just came up short, didn't play our best ball. Obviously, we're going to get a chance to play them in conference this year. So
yes, sir.
I know our players are looking forward to it. But we were able to make it through. Obviously, the goal was to get to quarterfinals. We wanted to practice on Thanksgiving really bad. And, just fell short of that. But I was very proud of the resilience we had. And we finished the season playing hard, and that's all you can really ask for.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So you lost some talented guys, but you got a pretty good sized roster coming up this year, and a good senior class. You brought 7 of them with you today. Talk to me about kind of what these seniors mean to this team and what you're looking forward to out of these guys coming up this year.
Yeah, I think something that sets this senior class apart from others is just the leadership. These guys are there's natural leaders, and they want to do things the right way. And to be honest with you, this group, I attribute a lot of the success we've had to this group just because of they're the culture kids, the ones that drive the work that you got to do to be successful on a Friday night. And these guys live it; they love it. They're good teammates most of the time. We gotta stay on them every now and then about encouraging each other. But they're so competitive. Very few groups you get around that are as competitive as these guys. So, and it's another big senior class. We're going to graduate 17. We graduate 18. Obviously, we're going to have to fill in some spots there. But they're a special group, and it's fun to go to work every day. They make it really fun. So.
Yes, sir. We're gonna bring some in here in a little bit, but I want you to talk to me about a couple of them individually. This year, quarterback looks like Ethan Lindboon.
Yeah. So
looking to take over that role.
Yeah, we have a little bit of a quarterback battle going on right now. I got a sophomore, Braxton Kaufman, who's also in competition for that spot. But man, both of those kids, they work so hard every day, and they're just natural leaders. They're gonna compete, but they know at the end of the day, they want what's best for the team. And Ethan has definitely had a really good summer. He's had a lot of reps. For Braxton, it's slowing down a little bit. He's getting better every day too. So that quarterback competition will probably go all the way in fall camp, and then I'll name a starter, and we'll get ready to play. So
yes, sir. Well, the 7 you brought in here today definitely look good coming off the bus. You got some size in here. You got some skill guys as well. Talk to me about. Looks like I don't know if it's the fro or what, but Chance Cawthon there. He's definitely looks like he might be the tallest there. I don't know. Lucas Shannon's up there with them for sure. Tell me about those guys and what they mean to the front.
Yeah, they start at tackle, and they've had a lot of reps there since they were in 7th grade. The thing is, these guys have started on the offensive line for 3 years, and they actually started playing some towards the end of their freshman year. So these guys have so many games under their belt. Going into your senior year, when you've played that much, the game slows down. Fine tuning some details of how we want to block things. Always will do, but they're really smart and intelligent young men as well. So and yes, they are physical. So and we're going to keep that going. But great kids to be around. Again, they kind of set the tone up front, and they're fun to coach. We'll miss them. We'll miss them in a year from now for sure.
You got Sawyer Bartlett over there, and you got Dayton Rawlings, a couple of other guys that play on the line a little bit. I've heard a lot of things about both of them, and heard a lot of things about Rawlings. Of course, I think I hear a lot more on the defensive side with him.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me a little bit about both those guys as well.
Yeah. So Sawyer played right guard for us last year. Just another mean offensive lineman, kind of mentality wise.
Shows up in basketball sometimes.
Yeah, he's a basketballer. Yeah,
I've seen it.
Yeah. He's put on a little weight, a little size this offseason. But he's going to be mean up front for us. And then Dayton Rawlings, obviously, he's a returning All-State kid for us. His ball get off on the defense side just sets him apart. Yeah, and he's got natural leverage. He's not very tall, so
he's a Rawlings.
Yeah, big guys. It's hard to block. It's hard to block a guy that's 5'5", 5'6", and coming off the ball like he does.
Yeah, his uncle played some nose guard at Dover, and he was built the same way.
Yes.
He's probably taller than his uncle already. I don't know, but definitely quick twitch. One of those nose guards that just wreak havoc sometimes because they can just get between you, get small, get between you. For you get a chance to catch them. So got a lot of guys here. Of course, one guy we didn't talk about yet was we got Cooper Horn and Braylon Criswell. Some of your skill guys. Talk to me about what they bring to the table.
Yeah. Cooper was a really, really great basketball player.
Oh yeah.
And he still is. He didn't come out last year. We begged him to. Didn't end up playing last year, but we got him back out this year.
Playing some receiver.
Yeah, he's going to play some outside receiver for us. Big, tall kid. When he's healthy, he can really go. We were really impressed with him in the spring on both sides of the ball. He's been a very coachable kid, had good energy in the weight room, everything you want from him out of a kid. And then Braylon Criswell, obviously, he moved in semester. We had him in here in January, and he's been another he works hard, good attitude, and developed a lot. Ran track for us, did well in track, finished fourth in the 100-meter dash and 3A state track meet. So he's this group it's a fun group to be around. They work hard, they do things the right way.
You hear the Criswell name, and you know there's an athletic background there. So
Yes, sir.
a lot of just right down the road there at Morrilton, a lot of those guys played. He's kin to, and definitely respected everything you just said about him.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
track star,
Yes, sir.
gonna help you out a lot for sure. You just got a lot of good pieces. You did lose some guys like you said, but just a lot of good things coming back. And Atkins was a little bit on rough times there for a little bit, and y'all really turned the page, and and you got things rolling right now. Talk to me about a little bit of how that tradition's kind of evolved over the last
Yeah,
few years.
yeah,
Which
and
I
that's
know your old tradition is great.
yeah,
Atkins is
absolutely.
one of the best in the state.
Yeah, I think, and we lean into that. Our alumni are it to us it just means more to be an Atkins Red
Oh
Devil,
yeah.
and Red Devil pride. When we say it, we mean it. And I think in terms of success, obviously, yeah, we've won more, but I think the definition of success in high school football is completely different because how I measure it, anyways, is hopefully when these guys graduate 10 years down the road, are they coming back to be a part of the program? What kind of young men are they?
Yes, sir.
Are they, and you hear coaches talk about it. Are they great husbands, fathers, all the things?
Right.
So I was a part of it as an assistant when we went 0-10 when we struggled. And just pouring into these kids, getting to know what really matters. Football's great. We want to be competitive in it, and we want to win.
Right.
But making sure these guys understand what's really important, because later in life they're going to lean on being
Right.
great husbands and fathers and
Oh yeah.
brothers and all those things. So that definitely means a lot. And I think if you put that out to them and you
Right.
show them the character of who you are matters.
Right.
Great men normally make great football players. So are
Right.
you responsible? Do you have good work ethic?
Exactly.
All those things, and then you can build off that and have
Right.
a competitive football program. And these guys definitely embody that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it comes full circle. It's
Yes,
all
sir.
about that hard work, determination, the discipline, and I think kids that are in programs like that and team sports, that it really benefits them down the road. And
Oh,
I know
yeah.
that's and at the end of the day, we all want to win, we all want to be competitive, and
That's right.
but that's really the thing to be the most proud of
That's right.
at the end of
That's
the day.
right. That's
So,
right.
well, Coach
Yes, sir.
Dobbs, been great having you up here.
Yes, sir.
Got a big season coming up.
Yes, sir.
We're excited. I think y'all are going to have a really successful year. Good luck. Let's get some of your players
Yep.
in here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. And get Braylon Criswell, number 22 here, and we got Sawyer Bartlett, number 56. Either one, it's fine. All right, Braylon, coming down from Morrilton. Can y'all hear him?
Now try.
All right. Yeah, there you go. Coming down from Morrilton, and fourth in the state in the 100-meter, man.
Yes, sir.
As a junior, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, going into your senior year, but it was your junior track season.
Yes,
So,
sir.
who were the three in front of you? You remember where they were from?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay. What was your 100 time? Do you remember any of those?
I ran like 3 times or 4 times, and like in the second meet of the year that I ran 11:01.
Nice.
Was it 11:01, 11:01 something?
Yeah,
And that was the fastest one.
that's awesome, man. I ran it once. It was not. We're not gonna talk about it. But tell me a little bit about what it's been like as you've joined this program here at Atkins, and the tradition. And Coach hit on a little bit the alumni. There's a few special places in the state, and Atkins is definitely one of them. There's some crazy people that are
Mhm.
just it's everything is Atkins, and they are proud, proud, proud. And when I say crazy, I mean that in a good way.
Yeah.
It's the kind of guys you want in your corner on Friday nights. Talk to me about how that's all felt as you've been here.
Yes, sir. When I came here, they was all welcoming me,
Hmm.
and they told me that I was gonna be a good part of the football team. At Morrilton, it was a little bit laid back,
Hmm.
but coach always on me, always on me on everything I do. So yeah, it's been a good like how long I've been, like 4 months. It's been a good 4 months here.
Yes, sir. Great to hear. Sawyer Bartlett, like I made a joke earlier, I've seen a little bit of that nasty side come out on the basketball court. You get frustrated at times, and you got that football mentality. Um, Coach said you changed your body up a little bit this year. Talk to me about how things have been going.
I gained quite a bit of weight,
Mhm.
like 50 pounds.
Wow.
Coach Dobbs had made me fatten up for
Kind of
this
protein
season.
you taking, man?
None, just straight.
Creatine?
No, I just eat. I
You
just eat.
just farm talent, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just eat.
So where you at right now, you think?
I'm at 253.
253. So you're around just barely over 200 when you got started, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Where are you playing on the line?
Left guard.
Left guard. And did you start last year?
I did.
You
So I
did.
started at right guard last year.
So definitely, how's it felt with this new weight as y'all been going through spring ball and stuff? Is it are you kind of feeling out your body and the differences of, you can lean on guys a little more and maybe a little bit less on the reps,
Yeah.
get a little more winded. Um, Putting on pretty good weight though, you think overall, and lifting
Yeah.
hard? Yes,
I
sir.
put on good weight, not bad weight.
Right.
Not like just Chance. Chance is just bad weight.
Right. I got you.
I love that guy,
These
but
guys are all. We need to get a cut of that at some point, guys. But they've been pretty funny. Like Coach Dobbs said earlier, he's like, we got to get on them every once in a while, But we got a good group. You can see it. There's a lot of jokers. Tell me who's the funniest guy on the team. You think? Cooper. Cooper says it's him.
that's not Cooper. I think it's Braylon.
Oh yeah, Shannon raised his hand as well.
Easy.
Who's the guy that get y'all the most fired up before you run out of the locker room?
Mason Vick and Tate Sweden.
And Dayton Rollins too. He got it crazy.
Oh yeah.
Big dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that for sure. And Vic for sure. Who was the other one you named?
Tate Sweden.
Sweden.
Number
Okay.
2.
Nice. Rivals Cup, week 2. You got a big win last year. Yeah, I think it's 2 years in a row now. I've got the cup back. Just looking for 3. What does that that rivalry mean to y'all?
It means a lot, actually. Like, I don't know, just playing for the Red Devils just mean a lot to me.
Yes, sir. You're new to that, so
Yes.
you get
we got a rival going for it.
right.
Taking it all.
Yeah, it's a tradition-rich rivalry. At one point, at its height, it was. I mean, I'm biased because I'm from this area, but I think it was as big as any in the state. I mean, there were some crazy things that went on. We won't talk about all of them, but it's a big one. But y'all still got Mayflower this year, or they moved around, didn't they? Yeah,
Yes,
that's right. Talk to me a little bit about your first couple games. Who do y'all got first before Dover? Heber
Heber
Springs.
Springs.
Okay. Gonna be a lot of red and white in that game, right? Are you at home or you got to go up to Heber? At Heber.
Yeah, Heber.
Have y'all kind of thought about them at all yet, or y'all just kind of focus on yourself so far?
I'm just focused on the team and getting better and
Wait on fall camp for that, right? Okay. Well, guys, I appreciate y'all coming up. That's Sawyer Bartlett, number 20, number 56, and 22 here, Braylon Criswell. Appreciate it, guys. Good luck on the season. We'll get 2 more in here. Looks like we're going to have Cooper Horn, number 23, here next to me, and Mr. Rollins, Dayton, number 60. So Coach talked you into coming over and playing a little football, huh? Cooper?
Yes, sir.
How's that look so far? Y'all been doing some 7-on-7?
Yes, sir. I've been having a good time doing it and playing with everyone. I'm having fun.
Yes, sir. What do you think you bring to the table as a receiver?
Probably not too much, but I bring good time, have fun, bring energy.
Well, Coach is begging you to come out, so I think he thinks you're bringing something. Would you say you're a possession receiver or more of you got pretty good length and size and probably got some hops you bring over from the hardwood, and but would you say you got the speed, get out of cuts well, the quickness, or how do you look
Uh,
at yourself?
I'm more of a catch it and then throw it right back to the center, go get out of bounds. I don't really got the moves like that.
Right. Okay. I got you. Talk to me a little bit about Dayton, about the defensive side, the mentality you bring to the game, and
Well,
kind of like what you do in the trenches.
Well, I think we play very well and we play very aggressive.
I've heard very physical everybody last
Yep.
year. So
All
we were
all of our defense is like
getting
that.
updates.
Yep.
Is that physicality? Is that like something
Mhm.
that's big to you?
Yep. Bring the boom
Yeah.
every play.
Yes, sir. Y'all, you watch that movie Here Comes the Boom for game night? You know,
Yeah.
get some Kevin James on.
We do.
Yeah.
I do.
We have watched that movie before, I think.
Yeah. Got some Selma Hayek, and some Kevin James going. Yeah, they probably don't. So, um, Nelly's version of Here Comes the Boom. You ever heard that one? Okay. Well,
Yeah, I've heard that.
yeah, I'm sure you have more than you realize. Talk to me what it's like playing under Coach Dobbs. What does he mean to y'all?
He means a lot because he pushes hard, and
Mhm.
he knows when we need to lock in. He knows when we can have a good time.
Yes, sir.
But I mean, it's a bit challenging because he expects a lot out of you. But that just makes you want to play better for him.
Yes, sir.
Well, I like playing for Coach Dobbs because he let me let loose sometimes, but most of the time he don't let me. But he pushes us really, really hard, makes us better as a football team.
Yes, sir. You prefer offense or defense, Cooper?
Definitely deep. Oh,
I prefer playing defense. I like playing corner.
Yeah. How about you, Dayton?
I love defense.
Okay. Um, perfect scenario. What like you're visualizing it, not for the game. Perfect play develops in front of you. What is it? Is it a pick six? Is it a strip sack? Um, what is it for you?
We sacking them all the way back to the house where they came from.
Right. You got any kind of touchdown dance if you're up by 40, that you don't get in too much trouble.
No, we aren't allowed to do that. Coach Dobbs will chew me
Right.
out.
That's pretty smart, right? What about you, Cooper? You got any? I know you're just starting to play football here, is in high school at least, and um, any kind of visions of taking one to the house or taking a tunnel screen to the house, or what is it?
Perfect scenario is just us winning games.
Yes,
It
sir.
really doesn't matter if I score, if anyone scores, as long as we win.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate your time up here. We're
Thank
gonna
you.
get some of your teammates in. Good luck on the season, guys.
Thank
Good
you.
luck against Heber first game. All right. Looks like we got the big hog mollies up here now. We got number 72 Chance Cawthon and number 71 Lucas Shannon. Um, once again, all these guys are seniors here with us today. Y'all, talk to me about playing offensive line. What's kind of your mentality? Y'all like to be physical?
I love it.
Dominate everybody. That's the game plan most of the time.
Y'all have like pancake goals for yourselves before the season starts?
I mean, the number's unlimited. I mean, we ain't gonna slow down.
Right.
So,
You're both tackles, is that correct?
yes, sir.
You both started last year?
Yes, sir.
Returning guys, bookend for your team here on offense. Where do y'all play defensively? Do y'all both go both ways, or?
I mean, I'll get some reps at nose.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played defense since freshman year, but
Okay.
if I need to, I'll play nose.
Right. You both prefer offense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Pass pro or getting down and dirty, getting
I like
forward?
run blocking.
Run blocking.
I like pass pro.
You like pass pro? Okay. Well, that's nice to have a. Are you left tackle or right tackle?
Left.
Oh, that makes sense. Got to have that good left tackle. Of course, I don't know if your quarterback's right-handed or not, but you gotta have that good pass pro drop set there on the left tackle side. You gotta have it on both sides, but definitely the left side. You usually got that fast guy over there. But talk to me a little bit about coming off of last year's team 9-3, kind of stump your foot a little bit late in the year, got banged up a little bit, getting in exactly how you wanted, but there was some talk there. We did a preseason break or a playoff breakdown right before the playoffs started, and I didn't know exactly how banged up y'all were, but even that you were, I knew how physical y'all were. I had y'all pretty far. I think I had you in the semis, and so tell me a little bit about how it ended.
It definitely didn't end the way we wanted it to.
Right.
So, but I think we did give everything we had at the end. So we left without a doubt. So
Yes, sir.
It's just I mean, we were a little banged up, but that's no excuse to
Right.
come out there and just not give everything we got, especially because when you have banged up players, you want to play for them. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, y'all still got a big win over Prescott and a tradition rich, and I think y'all had to go to Prescott if I remember right.
Yes,
And
sir.
I mean, I've been down there many times, and it, I don't care what kind of season they're having, it's a tough place to get a win at. And um, their announcer, their stadium, and we're in the booth a lot, and that's the cool thing about broadcasting. You go to different places all over the state, and so many of these characters it's just it'll catch you off guard sometimes. I could talk to you about different places. This guy does this guy does that, but Scott Prescott, he'll get on
Yeah.
the players. He'll be like, "Hey, get your heads out your tail," and stuff like that. From the press box. It's very interesting. So they love football down there just like Atkins does. But that was a huge win, and that was a great Glen Rose team, and it was a competitive game. Y'all
Sir.
played really well. Tell me about the mentality, the makeup of this team, and who you got coming back, and kind of what you feel like going into this season, what y'all can accomplish.
I
Um,
think I think we can go all the way. We got a bunch of returners, especially in the line area, O
Mhm.
line, D line. All three D linemen are seniors. Most of the O line is seniors. We have a junior center who I think is going to take a big step up for us, Fisher McKnight, and then sophomore right guard. He's also going to take a big step up.
Nice.
He's got big shoes to fill.
I think we're pretty resilient. We don't shut down easily, and I honestly don't think there's ever been a game where we have shut down. And I mean, I think that's what keeps us going.
Yes, sir.
So
How big of a sophomore class do y'all have? Pretty good size.
17.
So yeah, that's huge for 3A football.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So I mean that's really big. You already mentioned a couple guys that are going to help you out. A sophomore guard, I think you said. Um, so it's got a lot of good things looking ahead here.
Sir.
Sounds like you got a lot of confidence. You're ready to get going. Good luck, and thanks for coming up here and interviewing with us. All right, guys, that was Lucas Shannon on the end there, and Chance Cawthon leading the way from the tackle spots on the O line, and now we're going to get the quarterback up here. One of the guys battling it out. That's number 7, Ethan Lindboom. Ethan, talk to me about kind of got your sights set on getting a lot of reps at quarterback this year. Tell me how that's worked out through the spring.
I've been trying to put in much work as I can, much extra work I can do. I'll go to the field with some buddies, let them get some extra reps too,
Mhm.
and just trying my hardest.
You're still running the spread, correct?
Yes, sir.
You like running the ball out of the spread? You like throwing it? You like both, or kind of?
Definitely like running it a little more,
Mhm.
but I like throw it too.
Yes, sir. What's it like having a guy like Criswell joining the team? How big of a help has he been?
It's gonna be nice. He's real fast.
Mhm.
Trying to learn the speed, throw it to him. Just nice having another guy.
Yes, sir. Talk to me about Coach Dobbs and what he's meant to this program since he's joined the helm.
And Coach Dobbs, he's a good leader. He tells us exactly what we need to do, and he's a guy for us, and well respected out of everybody. Everybody likes him. We do everything we can for him.
Yes, sir. Do you play on the defensive side?
I'll play some safety.
Last year, what was your role on the team? Were you a backup at quarterback and
I started at safety and
started at
backup
safety?
quarterback.
What do you like better, defense or offense?
I like offense a lot more.
Yeah. You gained picks last year?
I had one.
You had one pick. You remember who it was against?
No, not really.
Okay. You have any pass breakups?
Not that I can think of.
Just the one pick.
Yeah.
So you got to remember this guy. If he gets his hands on it, going to take it. Talk to me about kind of what it means to kind of step into that role at quarterback. Is you had a really good one last year. It's gone now. What is it? What does it mean to kind of hopefully you win this battle, you get the job yourself. I know that's your personal thoughts. I'm sure. What would it mean to kind of lead this tradition rich Atkins team and a really solid squad around you?
It'd be amazing. I'd like to be able to get it. It's just
Just kind of playing for a program like Atkins and getting that job done, would just mean a lot to you.
Yeah, it would.
Basically. Yes, sir. You got Heber coming up first. Talk to me a little bit about kind of what y'all are focusing on, getting ready for them.
I haven't watched much film on them or anything, but we heard that they're a pretty good school and that we're going to put in a lot of work to be able to beat them this game.
Yes, sir. Yeah, they've gotten better over the last few years as well. In the same boat in some ways. The Rivals Cup against Dover, week 2. You know, you're a senior as well, so you haven't lost to them in high school. Tell me what that would mean to get that win again.
It'd be amazing to keep the tradition going. Leave here with the Rivals Cup at our place would be pretty cool.
Yes, sir. Well, man, I appreciate you coming up here and interviewing with us. That's quarterback Ethan Lindboom of the Atkins Red Devils. This squad looks really poised to continue the tradition they had last year and maybe even do better. So good luck, guys. Appreciate y'all coming up. All right, that was the Atkins Red Devils here on our portion of Hometown Sports Volume 3. I want to appreciate head coach Austin Dobbs and all his players. Just excellent interviews. Great group. And they look really good for this upcoming season. Physicality, I would say, was the biggest take I got from that group and everything I heard about them last year as well. Well, we're going to take a break. We're going to have Two Rivers Gators coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
All right, we're back here, and this is our final interview for the day. In our kickoff classic here, I don't know if that's kickoff classic's the right word, or our kickoff to football. How about that? Here in the River Valley, glad to have you along again. Want to thank Check H for allowing us to come over here, be a part of what's going on here at Check H. Great place to eat. And we've got also Warp Stream. We'll tell you more about Warp Stream as we go. Put the recruiting part of your child into your hands. Check that out there. We'll have some more information about that soon. We also have Toad Thumper Lures, and did I get? Oh yeah, Mini Mall Storage. I got you. I get distracted easily there. Anyway. We got head coach of the Two Rivers Gators, got Will Cox here, and name that we're familiar with. Been at Dover now at Two Rivers now. It's your second year, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, tell us a little bit about what's going on with the Gators.
Yeah, we've been attacking the summer pretty well. The guys, it's a fun group. They really embrace this off season. Had a big season of growth this past year. Guys worked their tail off. We had a small senior class, but that just graduated, but they were talented. Had 2 kids signed with Lyon College, which was the first football players at Two Rivers to ever sign.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that was really exciting. And that fires up some of the younger kids and all that. So that was exciting. But the guys that we have returning, we've got some really talented kids coming back that worked hard this offseason. Really, we all set goals. We sat down with each kid and then kind of made a plan of how we get there, and the kids attack that and have really attacked that mentality. And so it's fun seeing that growth, seeing them feed off each other. And we've got our first team camp this next week down at Waldron, so it's gonna be fun.
One thing I've noticed out there at Two Rivers, it seems like the youth programs are putting more into those.
Yep.
And talk about the importance of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so we have a really good group with our youth program, the Tri program. It's Two Rivers Youth. They're working their tails off. They just won three district championships in baseball, softball, little league this past week. My son was on one of those teams, so that's fun. It's fun seeing them do that. But there's a great relationship between the high school athletics and the youth program, and any small town or small community, you have to have that.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if that was really always in place. It is now, and that's something that we're definitely very fortunate to have. And it's a lot of parents, a lot of people in the community that are just invested on creating opportunities for these kids to have success. And so we're very blessed to be a part of that. And the more that marriage continues, the more fruit we're going to see from that. So really excited about that.
Yeah, that's got to be something. I don't know of any high school football team that is successful without having a good youth program. It has to happen. I think most notably Greenwood. Greenwood is noted for their youth football program, and then they're working their way all the way up. And I mean, we know what Greenwood
Yeah,
is.
yeah, absolutely.
They're a behemoth. And so, anyway, 2 years in, you guys have you're trying to change the culture there. It seems like you're turning things around a little bit. Talk about what happened last year and the games you made last year.
Yeah, so there we were on a 2-year losing streak that broke last year. First game of the year, beat Arkansas Baptist. That was huge. That was really big for the kids to see. And then they continue to compete and continue to get better. And we didn't have the results we wanted down the road, but then when you look at the end of the year and you look at the stats and you look at we had all-state running back who was just a junior in Drake Hess. He had 1,200 yards rushing. We increased our points per game 10
Yeah.
points from 7 to 17 points a game. And so games that weren't close were suddenly close.
That's huge, by
Yeah.
the way, huge. I mean, if
Mhm.
if you don't know that, I mean, you say, well, 7 points a game. Think about that. That's one score per game, and then now you're talking about 17 points per game. That's huge.
Yeah.
Huge
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah, it was big, and the majority of that offensive production is returning. Our top two our running backs coming back, and all but one on the offensive line coming back. So that's huge because the longer they're in the system, we run kind of a hybrid, unbalanced, single wing type offense, and that's it was might as well been on Mars when we first started it, but the kids worked their tails off. They embraced it, and now they've had a full off season and 2 spring balls running it. So they're a lot more comfortable with it, and so that's fun. That's exciting. We've got a junior high group that has embraced that, and our junior high guys were almost all 8th graders last year, and so now you got a experienced group coming back in junior high. So there's a lot of excitement going around the program right now.
Talk about your staff. Who do you
Yeah.
have, and talk about your coaches.
Yeah, so Coach Ferguson, he was already on staff when I got there. He's a great guy,
Yeah.
great coach, hard worker. He's a River Valley guy from Hector originally, Arkansas Tech grad. He's our defensive coordinator. He's an Energizer bunny. He's a great coach, really hard worker. We hired Kelsey Snow over from Atkins this past year. He lives in Ola, so it's great having a guy in our district that his kids go to our school. He's a great coach, loves the kids, works his tail off. So he's one that back from my days at Dover, he was one that I've kept an eye on that I wanted to be able to get on staff, and so being able to get him on staff here was huge.
Right.
And then we've got Coach Ellis, who was the head coach at Two Rivers before, and he's come back and he's on staff, and he's excited and he's fired up, and he was great this spring and this summer. So we only had a 3-man staff last year. We've got 4 this year, and then we've got an intern that went through our clinics this past off season with us, and so he's a hard worker, Coach Grant. He's gonna be graduating in December. But you know that's so you're going from 3 running 7 through 12 to now we've got 5, and that makes a big difference.
Absolutely. Talk about your schedule and your conference. What does that look like?
Yeah, so we've our conference we lose Paris and Magnet Cove. We've picked up Atkins and we've picked up Conway Christian. So Atkins is a lot of experience against Atkins and some great games both back and forth. They really respect what Coach Dobbs does over there. He runs a great program. Um, and then Conway Christian, 2 years ago they're win the state
Yeah.
championship in 2A. So they got the private school bump from doing that. So now they're in 3A. But then you've got the powers in our conference like Glen Rose. They're always going to be tough.
Gage Hood coming back for them.
Yeah,
He's a ball player.
yeah. They're kind of one of those programs. The names change, but
Right.
it's the same guys every year.
Yeah,
They
Coach
always
Weatherford taking over down
Yep.
there as well. He's
Mhm.
a longtime assistant there.
Yeah, and he's been run. I mean, he's been such a big part of that program for
Yeah.
so long. There's really you don't expect any change or any drop off or anything like that with him because he's been a part of that from the beginning. So, and then we've got Jesseville and of course Danville's a big one for us. That's a big rivalry game for us. That's who we open up with in conference going over there. And then Perryville, that's another close one. That's what's kind of cool about our conference, and most conferences are like this, but we've got so many kids that are in between because our district is so big. We've got kids that might live closer to Perryville, but they're
Yeah.
in our school district, and so they're competing against kids they've known since kindergarten or go to church with and have played little league against, and so
Yeah.
it makes the Friday nights fun.
Absolutely. Who do you have with you today?
So we've got Cam Milligan and Caden Hance. They're both going to be seniors for us this year. Caden Hance he's kind of an anchor of our offensive line. We're really excited about him. He's had a great offseason. He actually just took a visit to Lyon himself. They're really interested in him. And then we got Cam Milligan, who was a guy that really didn't know about until August of last year. Came out, had a great season for us. Really, really grew up a ton. He's kind of a Swiss Army knife for him. We can put him all over the field and do a lot of different things. He plays a whole lot bigger than the 132 pounds he weighs. And he's had a great offseason for us.
All right, Coach, thank you for coming, and let's go ahead and get these guys in
Sounds
here.
good. Appreciate you.
We might need to put Chance in between us since we're going right together. No, you're fine. You're fine. That's good. Just saying, we take up a little room. You take up some room. I take up some room, but it ain't like yours. Well, guys, what do you think? What's going on at Two Rivers?
I think we're gonna be a lot better than we were last year
Yeah?
because we're getting a lot more used to the offense and we're throwing a lot more stuff in and we'll be. Last year we were kind of a one-trick pony. This year I think we'll be a lot more.
So tell us a little bit about this offense. I'm interested to hear. I hear single wing. I understand what single wing is, but I'm not understanding the hybrid part of it. So tell us a little bit about what you guys do.
Well, we don't got a quarterback.
Yeah.
We got a fullback and a tailback in the backfield, and either of them can take the snap.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fun. And a lot of misdirection.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of who has the ball. We don't know. That sort of thing. What was it like trying to learn how to run that offense?
It was like the first couple weeks were pretty rough, and I remember the first team camp we had at Waldron last year. I remember the defense saying they got 2 quarterbacks, and they didn't really know what's going on. So, I mean, it's had its ups and downs, but I think it's going to be pretty good.
Well, probably by now you understand
Yeah.
that it was an offense that was ran in the 20s and the 30s, and you see some schools that are bringing it back. There was a school in Florida that brought the single wing back and was super successful with it. You see people popping up a little bit here. I watched Robinson. You're familiar with Joe T. Robinson. I watched them run it a little bit in one of their state championship years. that they had in 4A. Just line up your best athlete at quarterback, and just who knows what's going to happen. I mean, it was interesting. So it's interesting to hear what you're doing. I love what I heard from Coach Cox about a jump from 7 points a game to 17 points a game. That's huge, guys,
Yeah.
because a lot of times in high school, seven, you're not going to win very many games scoring seven. You can win some games scoring 17. So talk about how, you guys won one game last year, but you guys had to be in more of them this last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this year or last year we had a lot more close games. The years before we get whooped a lot.
Right. But, well, that's simple enough, right?
Yeah.
What about you? What do you think?
I think that like we're just competing.
Yeah.
We compete a lot more, and I I don't really know.
Well, you're sending kids to college now, and here you are getting
Mhm.
looks in college. What's your size? What's
I
your
think
measurables?
right now I'm like 6'2", 280.
Yeah, you look like it. You look like you are. That you definitely got good size on you. 6'2", 280 in high school probably projects to 6'2", maybe even 6'3", about 300, 315 in college.
Mhm.
So that's a big deal. Uh, we talk a lot about offense, but talk about defense. What's going on the defensive side of the ball?
I think our defense gonna be real good this year.
Yeah.
Cause like every single defense player is returning, other than probably
2 or
one,
3.
2, yeah. And I think our safeties and corners gonna be one of our strong suits.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Who do you want to beat the worst? Like when I say the worst, like you want to beat them, but like you have a desire to beat them.
Danville.
Yeah.
Danville.
Well, I can tell you, they said you, so
Yeah.
there's a rivalry there, then, right?
Mhm.
But I asked them, they said, "Yep, that's it's you guys." So you Two Rivers, and that makes sense. So close in proximity there with each other that you guys would be a good rivalry there. Tell us a little bit about what goes on behind the scenes in the team. Does anybody do a good Coach Cox impression?
Uh, I was
I don't really think
I
so.
don't I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Does he say anything that's funny?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of times coaches say stuff and they don't mean to be funny, but they say it over and over, and it just becomes funny after a while. Does he say anything like that? What does he say?
Uh, um, I don't even know. He just says a
He
bunch of stuff. Yeah.
just says stuff, and you're like, man, I heard that 1,000 times, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Coach Ferg especially says a lot of funny stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Last season he always told me, like when he was in high school, someone hit him so hard his cleats came off, and I thought he was joking
Yeah.
until that happened to me.
Well, there you go. You can't argue with experience, right?
Yeah.
That really happened to you.
Yeah.
You got hit so hard your cleats came off.
Just about.
Yeah. Wow. Well, how do you navigate playing football at 130 pounds?
It's a lot harder. I
Yeah.
gotta be pretty tough.
You got to be tough. You got to be
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Most people try to target me, especially on like special teams and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a lot. I feel like it's a lot harder.
Yeah. It's got to be hard, man. But you got to have something in you to be able to play at a lot of
Yeah.
130 pounders ain't making it out there. I'll be honest with you, man. My son's in the 5th grade. He was 104, 105. He ain't that far away from you. So, I mean, I can't even imagine. And I'll even say this, that the 5th grade team that he plays on, there's times I'm like, dang, it's pretty physical to be this age. So, you got to have some toughness about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're tough.
Oh yeah.
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 How long you been playing football?
I started really getting into it like 7th grade.
Yeah. So you just played all the way up through junior high.
Yeah.
You had to be tiny as a 7th grader.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's good stuff, man. Good stuff. So you want to beat Danville the most. What does a successful season look like at Two Rivers?
Beat Danville first of all.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Making the playoffs.
Making the playoffs. Got to be in the top 5, right? It's pretty simple, really. I mean, if you think about it, you got to only beat a couple teams
Yeah,
in the
like 2 or
conference.
3 in
2 or 3,
conference.
depending on how it falls.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can win 2 conference games and still get in. 3 will get you in with a five or with 5 teams that go in, unless there's some screwy stuff that goes on. Yeah, you guys just try to keep that in mind throughout the season that you really just need to win a couple games here, beat the right teams. It changes so much. You talked about Atkins, you've talked about Danville, you've talked about Glen Rose. I assume Jessieville's in the conference, right? Gosh, who else is in the conference now? Who's all in your conference?
Perryville,
There you
Galway
go.
Christian,
Yeah.
Danville, Glen Rose, Jessieville, and Cutter Morning Star.
Okay. Didn't Cutter? Did they not drop? Oh, it was Magnet Cove. Magnet Cove
Yeah.
dropped. Yeah. I mean, find a couple wins out of
Mhm.
that. You got a chance to do it. And you think that offense will come around here if you jump from
Oh,
7 to 17? Can
yeah.
you
Oh
jump?
yeah.
Yeah.
Can you jump to 24?
Mm-hmm.
Thing you get to 24,
We,
you
yeah.
you're going to be in that playoff mix for
Mhm.
sure. So anyway, well, man, guys, I appreciate you coming over here and talking with us. I've got to look y'all up. I got to see what that single wing looks like, especially the hybrid part of it. It's intriguing to me. But anyway, guys, appreciate you guys coming in, taking some time. Thank you for being patient with us, and we appreciate Two Rivers, Coach Will Cox coming in here and talking to us. And we got our football kickoff special coming today. We appreciate you joining us here on the Arkansas Sports Network. We've got more of these coming up throughout the summer. Thank you again for coming in. We got more of these coming up through the summer. Right now, Jacksonville is our next stop on July the 10th. Make sure that you, number one, that you come out. Number two, we'd love to have you sponsor. We'd love to have you come out and sponsor, your team on this because, we give you an opportunity to talk. We give you an opportunity to really tell about your team, get a little background about what's going on with your team, and really want to spend some time with your team and understand what's going on with them. We appreciate those that did sponsor today, Toad Thumper Lures. We've got Mini Mall Storage. We got Warp Stream as well as Check H for being a part of this today. So anyway, I think this is all we've got for the day. Appreciate you joining us once again, and we will be back, next week. We're going to talk quarterbacks around the state on our Football Friday on the 19th. Don't miss it.